What's going on, everybody? I know it's late, but I made some more fun. Oh, who's on? Have you ever heard of a mukbang? I think I'm cutting the top of my head off. Yeah. Oh man, this broccoli's good. So, who wants to talk about the coronavirus? What's going on? What's going on? Have you ever been a part of a mukbang before? Man, that light is bright. Hello, hello. Let me know. Let me know. Y'all want to talk about the coronavirus tonight? What y'all want to talk about? I'm up eating. Everybody else in my house is asleep. What's on your mind? A little bit of line? Maybe not? More for me, more for me. So, how many people have had pho before? Or don't know what pho is? I believe it's Vietnamese. Yes, sir, Pop. You can have some. Got plenty left. I even got some sriracha. Oh, come on. Drop a comment, y'all. Talk to me. It's late. Everybody else is asleep. It's just me and you guys. And the coronavirus. Anybody know what coronavirus is? Coronavirus? Am I saying that right? Coronavirus? I don't know. Any chopstick users on? What's going on, Martell? Oh man, I bet you'd have some awesome mukbangs. You still catching fish every day? Is this weird for anybody? Watching somebody else eat? What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Diane. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Talk to me, Pop. What you think about this coronavirus situation? What's going on, Danny? It actually is pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. Like, only on the weekends. Oh man, that's what's up. I need to get out there to Tifton, man. Get some of that fish. I was hoping we were gonna be able to do it for Mom's birthday. For those that don't know, my mom's birthday just passed on the 5th. But yeah, Danny. I mean, if we're gonna be at work, I may can bring you some. I mean, not this, of course, but I don't know. Can y'all see that? It's actually like legit good though. Like like for real, it's like legit good. Add some of that sriracha. How many of y'all eat pho or however you prefer to pronounce it? Oh man. I guess it is late. People probably sleeping. It's Thursday. People gotta go to work in the morning. Oh yeah, bro, definitely. King still playing with that football? Diane, yes. Yes, it is homemade. I didn't make the noodles per se. They're actually like instant noodles, but it's just because I don't have the equipment yet to make them. But yes, yes ma'am, everything else homemade. Pretty good too. I mean, if you guys were closer, we can definitely get you some. Stop it. Man, I'm gonna have to turn that lighter. I'm gonna have to turn it down. Wow. I guess to each their own. I could have goofed it and it's just really good. Is it hot? It was a lot hotter as far as for temperature wise before I decided to do the mukbang. So I mean it's like warm hot right now, but as far as like spiciness, it's not too bad. Green onion, red onion, put a little bit of sriracha in there. Pretty dope. Not too bad. Struggling with these. Damn, I'm practicing. It's gonna be real typical. A grape soda, right? Don't judge me in the comments. Okay, I mean you can. At least it'll be entertaining. I think what's really amazing me is probably the broth more than anything else. It's like, man, that broth is good. For like a 25-minute pho. I made some last night. Add a little more to it today. But like, man, after it sat and all of that stuff marinated together, and I added a cinnamon stick to it, it actually came out pretty good. It's pretty dope. Oh yeah, so today, right, at work, brilliant idea. Well, I didn't come up with it. I was just kind of a part of it. But like, how many people do you know that have a business idea and they need a logo or a slogan or a catchphrase? Drop it in the comment. Come on, let's have a conversation. Maybe you're watching this. You're like, why is this random guy eating Vietnamese pho talking about slogans or, I don't know, marketing? Do you need branding? What would you do if you were approached by like a branding company? What's going on, everybody? Let me know that you made it. Drop a comment, let me know. We're just having a conversation. I mean, throw some topics in the comments. Like, what do you guys want to talk about? I know coronavirus is like on everybody's mind, but it's kind of depressing at the same time. Maybe not. Or maybe most people are asleep right now. Maybe that's what it is. They'll have something better to do than to watch me eat or struggle. What did you guys eat today? One of my favorite YouTubers does this though. You guys want a bite? Take a bite. You guys got it? Great. Super pumped for this. I'll send you something if you know who that is. Awesome, Danny. Make sure we don't do anything that they did wrong. Oh man. I bet some people probably got invited and they're like, who is this guy? Just check out my page. Uh-oh, chicken wings? Chicken wings. Got some chicken wings going on. Chicken wings actually sound pretty good right now. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. Man, that broth is legit. Man, this is gotta be the weakest lime ever. I don't know. So, did everybody go to the store today? Did you stock up on all your canned goods? Get your new first aid kit? I don't know. So I got this great idea, right? Well, it's great in my mind. Y'all can let me know what you think about it. So, as you guys know, I'm a speaker, and or maybe you don't know, but I'm a speaker, and you know, like, people are my thing. Motivation, or not just motivation, transformational thoughts. Just knowing that you have this immeasurable power within yourself And I mean, cooking is one of my passions too, as you can see with me, you know, eating this bowl. But I'm like, how do you reach this generation, right? How can you connect? Uh-oh. I don't know. They keep saying this quarantine thing's gonna happen, Danny. But like, how do you reach this generation? I mean, I see so many different things that are going on right now as far as like self-esteem, bullying, people not knowing who they are, what they are, and what they can become. And it's like, it irks me because it's like, man, I know I got a message. I know I have what it takes to really have an impact. But it's like, attention span is super short now. And I mean, if you watch me or you follow anything on like my YouTube channel, The Gifted Exchange, or you follow me here on Facebook, on Instagram, it's like, you know, motivational content, different things like that, because everybody's dealing with something. But at the same time, what's going on, Denzel? It's like, how do you really get in their heads? How do you get on their level? How do you engage? Oh, what's going on, Austin? Heard a lot about you. I don't know. I mean, if you guys like this, which I love to eat and I love to cook, so we can do this more often. I'm always up late cooking. What's up, Dono? That's my guy right there. Super positive dude. But yeah, good luck on your upcoming fight, man. That's towards Austin. Alright, you been putting in work? I'm about to cheat, y'all. Kicking it old school. Man, that broth is dope. Hopefully good. I don't know, man. How'd you been putting in the work? What do they say? All you need is an opportunity meets preparation. And then it's over with after that, right? All they gonna catch is a beat down. Granted, I could be completely wrong. I'm the fighter, but I'm more of the, I grew up in the hood and I fight if I have to, not professionally. So, hope it works out. I don't know. Wife's got great confidence in you though, so I believe. Yeah, man, what's on everybody's mind? Oh, bruh, hey, come through, Zell. You know we always got a plate for you. Hey, man, that's the most important part right there, Austin. Love what you do. I love people. They don't always love me, but I love people. So I speak to them. It's a gift. I got to see you doing a little training, though. You look like it. Hey, I'm down with that, brother. Anything that'll help. I don't know if we can really get in close proximity now, though, with this coronavirus situation. But, you know, maybe you could do some tutorials and I can watch it on, like, a Facebook Live or Instagram Live. I don't know. Do you have a YouTube channel? Bro, if y'all can smell this right now. Oh, it's so good. Oh, my God, it's so good. Probably good my daughter's not up there. So what everybody do today that's not a responsible adult that didn't have a job or went to work or something like that. What up, Tiffany? He's gonna spray their face tomorrow with Lysol. I think I saw some people doing that today. I was in Walmart, man. There's like no noodles, like no milk. There's like no water, no tissue, no Lysol. You can buy like some pool chlorine. It's like wild out there, man. And I'm looking at the workers and everybody looks like so tired. Like as soon as they're stocking the cans, people are just taking everything they put up and put it in the buggy. Excuse me, which is, I mean, great for Walmart, but Those workers looked like they were dead, like they just wanted to end the shift right there. Hey, Austin, do it, brother. Be scared and do it anyway. Video is forever. You could be doing something professionally, you know, got your brand. I don't know who you like, if you're a Conor McGregor fan or whatever the case may be. But like, bro, they'll go back and see these videos and it's just like, it makes you that much more authentic to see where you come from, to see that growth. Like people didn't, and I ain't gonna say I'm like well known or anything like that now, but it's like where I started like 5 years ago and where I am now, you wouldn't believe me. Like look at some of these people that are hopping on this live right now. Like some of these people knew me in high school, knew me in like middle school. I mean, like we're here now. And you know, just a vision, seeing where we're going. And I mean, I'm sure as an athlete, you know, professional athlete, absolutely. Oh, Zell, no doubt, brother. We can get that for you. Or better yet, why don't you and Kim just come down, bring the young man. We can just chop it up together and we just both be on here. Just mukbanging it up, brother. Sounds kind of dirty. I don't know. Oh, man. I think I'm running out of noodles. I'm keeping it 100, though. This one for the hood. Fanta grape with pho. What up, Josh? Sharp. What you been up to, brother? I know you a family man, wife, lovely children. Okay. All right, Danny. Put in that work for your man. I like it. Let him know what you do when nobody's watching. I like it, man. I like it. Definitely. Now, you know, once they stop shutting everything down, but since we're going to be off for 2 weeks, we'll make sure we lights all everything down. But yeah, man, come through. But that's dope, Austin, man. Hey, stick with it, brother. It's going to be peaks. It's going to be valleys. It's going to be stuff you don't understand. But, man, if you got the passion, you got the love for it, it's going to be worth it in the end. It's just what I believe. It's like you can't put in that much work, that much blood, sweat, and tears, give that much time to your craft, and then don't get nothing out of it. I just refuse to believe that. And I mean, if you love what you do, you'll do it if they won't pay you for it. Uh-oh. How are we doing, Miss Wise? I know you as Miss Cross for so long. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Man, been full. Don't go outside, Danny. They said don't go outside. Man, hey, likewise. Likewise, Josh. It go both ways, brother. We come a long way from where we used to be, right? Chops and a no name, what? That's good though, man. Progression. Although you have some things working in the background. I know social media is kind of that looking glass right now. I may not be there with you, but I'm there with you if you understand what I'm saying. How's it going, Miss Erica? Definitely sorry to hear about the loss. Hope your husband is doing well. Prayers up for him. I know that's tough on anybody. What's going on, Tracy? Man, y'all gotta try this food, man, like for real. How many people, like even if you're watching this on a replay, like if I started a food truck, right? How many would come through? Like, how many would support? And I'm cool with you trying the food first, you know, before you commit to anything. Thank you, definitely. Prayers up for my brother. Man, this is dope. I'm kind of mad it's almost over. I'm not gonna drink this whole thing on here. That's what it's all about, brother. Create the plan. Do it one step at a time. I know. Now, Austin, I don't know if your wife told you, but I'm gonna try to get her in front of the camera too on the gifted exchange. I like that. Each one teach one, brother. Iron sharpening iron. Same way, building a network. When you're big and famous, somebody can get you to endorse something for them. I love it. I think that's it, guys. I hate for it to come to an end. We can do delivery. I don't know how well Fuzz gonna travel, but we can get creative and make something happen. Maybe like keep the broth separate from the noodles with the toppings. You bring it all together. Sound like work for you, but it is delicious. I gotta get back in the lab. I had a whole menu, but like my thoughts or like the name of my truck I was thinking would be like Nomshell or something like that. Kind of like bombshell, but it's like Nomshell, like nom nom nom. I don't know. It made sense in my head. I don't know. Y'all hearing this is that what it would be, but it was kind of something along those lines. And I was like, I ain't want to go the taco route, but like the concept of the name, you know, a shell can be anything. It could be salad, it could be a taco, it could be a sandwich, it could be a dessert. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to be a chef before I wanted to be anything else. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think grape soda is supposed to taste that good, but this is dope. Man. And I got something healthy. A little bit of water. I don't know. You think Kroger will sponsor me? Nah. What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on into the mukbang. Talk to me. What's going on, everybody? What's on your mind? How was your day? How many people are up late? How many got a plan for the coronavirus? Oh. Like, what do y'all really think about it, you know? I agree. Soda is bad for you, but it is delicious. That's why I have water to wash down all that bad soda I just drank. Just promise not to tell my wife. And baby, if you're watching this, now you know. So, drop a comment. What did you guys eat tonight? Let me know what you ate. As you can see, I was eating pho. Long day at work. I don't know. I've been hearing about this intermediate fasting thing. Does anybody do that? Don't judge me. This mukbang's been everywhere. It's been all over the place. Appreciate y'all coming out and supporting though. Man, if you guys like this, let me know. We can do this more often. Cool. Hey, don't stress, man. Don't stress. Be aware. Eliminate that stress by being aware. Just know what's going on around you, with those around you. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Carrots, red beans, rice. I see you. You've been fasting, but not on purpose. You know, I've done that before too. And growing up, I didn't know it was called fasting. I thought it was just called being poor. But, you know, I'm glad that it's not because you have to, but because you choose to. It's really great. I don't know. I don't want to give you my whole life story on here, but hey, man, talk to me, guys. What's going on? What's on your mind? If you guys got any questions for me, we can turn this to like a quick Q&A. I know it's getting late. My aunt will be home soon, probably closer to 12, but no big deal. Man, them red beans sound pretty dope right now. You know, I hated red beans and rice for like ever, and then I got like some legit red beans and rice, and I was like, like, bro, it was like super dope. And now like I can't get enough of it, but at the same time, you can get enough of it. To all my Beano users out there, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what Beano is, just look it up and you'll understand. Come on, anybody got any questions? Man, that light is bright. I really need to turn that light down. Like, can y'all see that on my glasses? It just looks like a glare to me. Like, just, like I can see the light in my glasses. Oh man, I've always liked black beans. Hey, Danny, you gonna have to hook that up for me, like, legit. Oh, brother, you don't have to thank me for that at all, Austin. That's just who I am. You get around me, and you're around me long enough, you're either gonna get from around me, or you're probably gonna be drawn to me. I'm just a positive person. Knowing my background, you probably be like, I don't see how you can be, but I really just love people. And I mean, your wife's an inspiring person in her own right. I just don't know if she's found her voice yet, or she knows how powerful her voice already is. The big heart, the wanting to help, and you know how transparent she is. People relate to that, and I'm just like, I can relate to that. And I mean, it makes her human, but at the same time, it makes you powerful because it like shows that somebody else is going through something, and you can relate to it, and you're seeing how they're dealing with that, and you draw strength from that. And I used to try to hide my story a lot. I would like think people didn't want to talk about it, but not realizing everybody's dealing with something within themselves. And so I would like shy away from saying like, oh man, I grew up, I was poor. And it's just like, I didn't want it to be like a sympathy thing, because that's not what it was. But it's like through those things, almost like I heard the term or the turn of phrase, like you can stand on the books that you read. And it's basically just saying you've acquired knowledge, and I've acquired different experiences. So it's like from being homeless to being hungry to dealing with seeing physical abuse for my mother, her not knowing her worth, or seeing drug use, or seeing people selling weapons and different things like that, being exposed to that kind of lifestyle when I was growing up. And you know, I had an aunt that always took me to church, so it's like I was kind of getting a look on both ends. I used to think that was like a slight on me, but at the same time, it's like now I'm so much stronger, I can stand on those things. And I'll say a lot of times when I'm speaking, especially to like young people, like I use that as rocket fuel now. Because I'm like, I can draw from those experiences when I was hungry, just that feeling of hunger, that feeling of want, that feeling of emptiness, but at the same time, that strength that I endured and I overcame. And like I'm standing on that now, and there's like so many people that endure these things and they do it silently. And I'm like, he gave me a voice, he gave me the gift of gab. He's allowed me to love people. So I don't know. I just like engaging with people, challenging them. And just the clarity I've been getting over the last few years, where it's like, I never was one that wanted to make waves. But then when I realized that it was just like, I'm not here to distract people. I'm actually here to awaken that thing that's already in people. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. We can chop it up. We can chop it up right now. Okay. Hey, you know I'm all about that. Get uncomfortable. If you're watching this, even if it's on the replay, get uncomfortable. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Everything you need is already inside you. Whether or not you realize it, it's already there. You just got to become the right person. All too often, we get caught up in reality, man. Like, how many people are caught up in reality right now, and you feel like you're trapped? I talk to so many people with so much potential, so much inside of them, and they're just like, no, they've been conditioned for mediocrity. And it's sad, because it's like the world needs you. The world needs you right now to just do what you're here to do. Whether that's taking pictures, whether that's working at the zoo, whether that's cooking in the kitchen, whether that's fighting, whatever it is, they need that from you. They need to know about what you're dealing with if you have a sickness. Because a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm the only one. Nobody can love me. Nobody understands me. They don't have a clan. They don't have a group. And I think that's why so many people listen to NF. If you're not familiar with his music, get familiar with it. Like, that's the most vulnerable music I've heard lately. Outside of like your wordsmiths and stuff like that. Oh man, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Humbly. Definitely, thank you. I'm just I'm out here fulfilling my purpose, man. And it's just, my confidence is growing every day. Ah, man, that's true. You definitely can lose your passion or your fire. For me, I don't want to say I lose my passion, but like the embers can get low because you're not feeling fulfilled. You're not going after it. That's not that thing that you jump out of bed every day to do. But like the person that loves fashion jumps up and they think about fashion. They see you and they're thinking about fashion. They see a lamp and they're thinking about fashion. They're doing policies and they're thinking about fashion. I don't know, pushing carts back to Walmart and they're thinking about fashion. That's their thing. That's their passion. So I mean, the embers may get low, but I don't know. Just like, you know, like you said, your husband Austin. Austin is a fighter. That's what he loves. He's like, the warrior mentality is in him. But I mean, it's like, you got to get up and go after that thing. And the thing is, a lot of people don't take action. They'll sit on it and sit on it and sit on it, and society is going to beat it out of you every chance they get. They don't want you to be imaginative. They don't want you to be creative. They don't want you to use these God-given tools because they need employees. They need somebody to follow the structure. They don't want big thinkers. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being big thinkers or somebody that wants to have structure. You need that too. But you also have a gift, and it's like, if you're operating in that, and I mean, I could talk till I'm blue in the face. I could talk to 10 million people, and maybe 10% would actually do something about it. But the crazy part about it is, people will fight, and they will fuss, and they will claw, and they will hate, and they will try to drag your name through the dirt because you took action, because you got busy, because you stayed on it. Kind of like that phrase where they're saying so much about, like, everybody wants to say that they're part of the 1%. But they're not willing to do what the 1%ers do. Like, if you pushed through and did everything you knew to do and then kept going until you found a way, until you made a way, the universe had to bend to your wheel. And then people work for you. Because people need a vision, man. People think it's all about money. But I'm like, people will follow a vision. People will follow you if you can show them. If they can see those things inside of you. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling. Maybe it's genius and I just don't know it yet. I'm just passionate about it, and I'm crazy enough to believe I can do it. Are you crazy enough? You believe you can reach and have everything you believe you deserve? And the craziest part to me about it, like, I'm probably off on a tangent right now, but whatever. The craziest thing to me is that I can see it already. Like, I'm reverse engineering this thing. I just have to become the right person. Getting that right system, creating that right system, and it's gonna happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I just believe. I don't know. I mean, I do, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Does the crazy person on the other end of the camera, does he sound crazy? Is he making sense? Have I had a little too much fun? I don't know. They always told me, anything you can't stop thinking about, you're not done with. That's a relationship, that's a job, that's a trauma. Like, I was thinking the other day, like, I was listening to Eric Thomas, and he was talking about people use situations and they turn them into character traits. Like, somebody made you mad a week ago. I'm gonna say it again. Somebody made you mad a week ago and you still mad about it. And then you'll stay mad. And it's turned from a situation to something that's now eating at you. And then you go from that situation to a month from now, and now you're having a bad month, and then it's a year, and you've done it for so long. You were mad at that one situation. It's changed your character traits to where now you're just perceived as an angry person. Whereas if you had simply, been in that moment, you were angry, it was legitimate anger, and then you let it go. You choose the state you're in. Tony Robbins is always about what state are you in? You choose your state. I was homeless. I could have stayed in a state of lack. I went days without eating, to the point where when I did eat, I would regurgitate because I had been so long without substance. But that was a state. I could have stayed there in that vulnerableness. Oh, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. Because these were circumstances beyond, we'll say, my control. I was just a young kid. But instead, I chose to be happy. I chose to be positive. I chose to love and value people and value opportunities. And now those things have, get ready for it. Tomorrow it's going to be that Tele Tuesday that didn't happen on Tuesday, but it's going to happen on Friday. Plant the seed. Plant the seed. Plant the seed. The seed is the idea, it's the desire. And the seed, like that thing, that baby. And like, I want you to think about a peach for a second. Like, you have the peach, you have the meat of the peach, you have the seed of the peach, the stem, however you want to look at that. Now, if you were to take that and it would have dropped from the tree, I'm talking to somebody, if nobody else but myself. And then it hits the ground, and the meat or the circumstance or the situation or the thing that you're dealing with right now, that is what rots away your beginnings. Those things that were out of your control, where you were born into, the family you were born into, the circumstances you were born into, those are things you had no control over. But those things will rot away. They will be removed, and the seed, you, your true version of yourself, with something that somebody's going to perceive as dead, come on. That's that person that gave up on you. That's that person that thought they were going to break you. That's that person or that thing or that situation that they thought were going to destroy you. That those things melt away, and that seed is left. And the beautiful thing about it is perceived as death. It is perceived as death. But the life, your new beginning, your desires, your thoughts, your heart, your passion, I don't care where you are in life, that is in that seed. And so many people don't plant that seed. Take that seed, that birth, that baby, that thing that God gave you, whether you believe in God's spirituality, whatever it is, they put it in you. And you put that in the ground, which is going to be your circumstances, which is your new beginning, which is you standing on what you believe in, your truth, and you going after it. And when you water it, which is going to be the times that they're laughing at you, which is going to be the times where they don't respect you when you come into the ring. Because they're like, what has he done? What has she done? When you make it to the octagon, when you're watering that, when you're working out, when you're sore, when you're taking those ice baths, when you're shooting that photography, when you're trying to get that camera, when you sacrificed and sacrificed and sacrificed and hurt, and everybody's like, you didn't do anything, they was given to you, and you know the work that you put in. That's you watering and watering and watering and planting and pulling the weeds, the haters, all of that stuff. And then finally, you push through. You start to birth that thing. And then that's when it gets rocky. That's when you're uncomfortable. That's when you got to burn everything. This is the habit exercise that I do in my conferences or in my meetings and consulting. You get all of your excuses on this table, and then you remove it. You remove all excuses, and at the end, all it says is, yes, I can. Yes, I'm possible. Or you take this box and you put all of your excuses, all of your fears in this box, and you set it on fire. The imagery does something to your subconscious mind. And this is you burning that old life, burning that old way of thinking, burning those limiting beliefs. And when you're done there, you see that thing sprout. And I read one of the greatest sayings here recently, and it was, the day you plant the seed isn't the day you eat the fruit, which means there's going to be work, there's going to be time, and you got to put it in. You can't cheat the grind. You can't cheat the grind. Those that do will. And the greatest part about it is, once you get the tree and it begins to bear the fruit, that's when people see you wearing the belt. That's when you're in the magazines, when you're walking down the red carpet, or you have this large clientele, and people don't see you on the climb. They just see you at the peak. Come on, somebody. And it all started with that decision. It all started with that seed. It all started with you falling away from those circumstances, making a decision you weren't going to stay there, it rotting, and you giving birth to the version of yourself that you believe you are. And I basically just gave y'all Tell It Tuesday on a Thursday night, going into Friday. But that's the part of me that I'm saying is crazy enough to believe that that is where I'm destined to be. That is where I'm supposed to be. I'm already there. I have rights to that space, just like you have rights to the space that you envision. Who's to stand against you? Who's to say that you can't have? And I used to believe I had to have the best team, and I had to have the best camera, and I had to have the best situation, and I had to just do what you can do where you are, and the pieces fall in there. I may never have $1 billion company, but if I impact one person, if I change one life, if I alter one perspective, I fulfilled my duty, and I gotta wake up every day and go after it. And if I do that and I put in my time, why can't I have that? Why can't I have that thing? Who's gonna stop me? Who's powerful enough to take that from me? Nobody. Because as long as I got breath, I tell y'all all the time when I'm posting these things, I'm not doing this for me. It's not about money for me. It's not about fame for me. This is what I'm meant to do. That's why I get so confident. That's why I move the way I do. That's why I don't fear. I'm like a lion. I'm here to eat and destroy doubt. I'm here to pull you out of the mess that you feel like you're in. That's my job. I can't fear. I can't wait. I can't hold back. I gotta go get it. By any means. And that's whether I got 5 people in the room or 5 million. It doesn't matter. I just believe. And it sounds crazy. And I probably sound crazy to some people, especially those that know where I come from. I'm not supposed to be here, according to society. I'm not supposed to be here because of what they say, what society told me. I'm supposed to be behind bars. I'm supposed to be deaf, dumb, and stupid. I'm supposed to be a product of the environment I was in, but I'm not. So if I can overcome, I know you can. But that's just me. What do y'all think? I don't know. I just get so passionate. I'm trying to be quiet because my baby's asleep and my wife is asleep. But like, I don't know, Austin. If you're reading this or if you're watching this, and I mean, even if it's not those that are here while I'm actually speaking, and it's like you don't know where you are, or you feel lost, or you're not sure what your purpose is, take some time for you. And get to know who you are. Don't do it because I said you could do it. Do it because you believe, because I'm not always going to be there. I can pump you up. I can prime you. And you'll be, and the thing is, only thing I'm doing, I'm tapping to what's already there. And I don't think that's what people understand. When you get connected with what I'm saying, when you get connected, or you're realizing in your own self, it's already in you. I'm merely pushing the buttons. I'm disrupting your normal. I'm awakening. I get excited when I talk about it. I'm awakening what's already there. You think you take good photos now. You think you make good rhymes now. You think that you're in your best shape of your life, or you're reaching the best fighting technique, the best pies, the best fried chicken, the best cars, the best detailing. I mean, the best cook, whatever. You think you're reaching that now. You haven't even scratched the surface of what's possible for you. Because when this becomes unlocked, and you really begin to believe, you really begin to walk in certainty, in clarity, in focus, to where you move. Just like when you breathe, you don't question your next breath. When you know where you're going and you don't question what's next, you move different, you breathe different, you walk different, you see different. And when you move like that, the universe has to bend to your will. Those around you have to bend to your will. Those things that are near you have to bend to your will, because it's absolute. We're tangible things. We're energy. We're thoughts. We're vibrating. We're connected. That's why people are drawn to you in certain circles. And when you turn that switch, I'm not saying it's all wins, because we learn more in our losses than our wins. But when you're moving like that, who can stop you? What can stop you? Nothing. And then in those moments, it's not about fame. It's not about fortune. It's not about what you can get. It's about what you're becoming. Woo! I get chills when I think about it. What are you becoming? You get what you are in life. So why not choose to become great? Why not choose to become phenomenal? Knowing your power. And I didn't mean to say all of that. I just, like I said, I get passionate. I get excited. I be getting pumped up myself. Like I can't even control myself sometimes. I just be like, ah. And I mean, for like Danny, those that work with me, those that have been around me, it's like I can't help myself sometimes. It's like I just want to, I don't know, I just want to scream at the top of my lungs, especially when I meet some of those, like some of the phenomenal people that are here. Exactly, Austin. You are becoming. And maybe in another life or a former life, you were the greatest warrior. And you found a way to channel that, whatever that is. And this may simply be a platform for you. This is what you love. This is your passion. But this may open a greater door for you. This is just going to be something that you've done, where this was the door to that greater thing, to that greater organization, to whatever. And I'm just really big on legacy. I'm really big on finding out who you are, your purpose, and then going after it. Whatever that may be. Like I follow so many different, and I've been considered weird or different, awkward, unique, set apart my entire life, and I never understood why. I never understood, like, why when I speak to people listen. Why are people willing to follow me? Because in my heart, I felt responsible for these other people. I felt responsible for the things that came out of my mouth, for the way I moved, because I'm like, if someone stumbles because of me, I felt it was my fault. But then I began to realize I would be equipped for these things. I was awkward because I had to be the person that stood in the gap, that stood between, in some cases it was black, white, Hispanic, Korean, Cambodian, Christian, atheist, Buddhist, Hindu, Seventh-day Adventist, Mormon, whatever. I had to have a mindset that would be able to relate to anyone, to traverse, because it was the awakening of all of these things, the people finding themselves. And the greatest gift I have is somebody telling me, like, hey, you did this for me. And it's not that necessarily I did it. It was the fact that I may have shook something or hit a switch or hit a nerve to where it awakened that thing that was already there. To where every time they got up and looked in the mirror, they didn't even have to say the affirmation. They already knew. Like, I am the greatest. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I don't care what they say to me. Belief is powerful. Because when I was broke, when I didn't have any money, when I didn't have a place to stay, when I didn't have any food, when I didn't have any friends, when I didn't even like myself, hope drugged me through all of that. My faith drugged me through all of that. The love I had for those around me drugged me through all of that, where I was like, it was never about me and the power of other. But that's a whole nother, we ain't got to go all down through there. I get so passionate, and I can talk about it all day. Like, exactly. That's a beautiful thing, man, to have such resolve, to not want to be anyone other than your authentic self. So many people, and that's from age 7, 10, 15, 78, still ain't got it figured out. Still not sure who they are and who they want to be. There's just so many precious gifts. There's so much. And so when I read about a 9-year-old girl taking her life, it's a baby. She had so much could have come from that. And that seed dies in the ground because of what somebody said that didn't have any idea what they were talking about. That's why those around me, I hold them accountable for what they say, because your self-talk is so important. If you say or you believe I'm ugly, you could be the most beautiful person ever created. But if you believe that you're ugly, then you're ugly. I can't convince you of anything other than that, except with my actions. If you believe that you're overweight, then you could be thin as a rail. If you believe that you're inadequate, if you believe that you're unworthy, if you believe that no one loves you, if you believe you're not worthy of love, or that you need the stamp of approval, or that you have to make me feel good, you want to know one of the most powerful things is when you walk into a space and you decide if you like the space. Can you understand how liberating that is? Too often we dim our lights when if we were to shine it bright, we could cast out the fear of all of those around us. Because if he or if she is willing or strong enough or vibrant enough to stand in her own skin and be strong, not to say that there won't be times of doubt, but you liberate those around you, even if they hate on you. Even if they hate on you, it's really that they hated that thing in you because they're not ready or they're not willing or they don't understand that the light that's in you is also in them. And they would rather dim yours to be comfortable than for you to make them uncomfortable and they raise their standards. Come on. I could go on for hours about this. I love it so much. And this is why I have to let it out. And before I didn't understand it, but it's like with time, I've doubted myself for so long. Like so many people. I wasn't good enough. I didn't go to this school. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I didn't go here. I don't have this. And I was like, Josh, you keep focusing on the things that you don't want. You keep focusing on what you don't have, so you're not gonna have. And the truth is, you never needed it anyway. Yes, I can get a piece of paper that say, hey, he's qualified to speak. And that may work for corporate America that wants the paperwork. But I was born qualified. The more I understand that I was born a king. I was born with purpose. I was born with power. I don't need anybody outside to validate that. I validate me. You validate you. But teach their own, Maybe you like what I'm saying, maybe you don't. Maybe you share it with somebody, maybe you won't. My job is to put it out there. My job is to bang the bell and scream it from the mountaintops. And for those who is for this time, will get it. And those who is for next time, will get it. All I have to do is put it out there. Chips fall where they may. And I'm going to keep doing it. And I encourage you to keep doing it. I don't know how long this live has been. I appreciate everybody that has been here. Everybody that came to the mukbang. I'm sorry the eating was over. I was quite hungry and I ran through my pho rather quickly. All the comments, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for the engagement. I really appreciate it. This won't be the last time. I have so many ideas, so many things that I'm working on, so many things that I'm working with. All of these individuals that are just being put before me. I'm surrounded by greatness, whether they realize it or not. And I want so much to bring them in front of you. And I know video isn't everything for everybody. So, forms of writing, forms of audio, like podcasts and some of these other things. I want to bring them to you because these stories are powerful. These individuals are moving. And I just want to share that with you. Because, I've run into these people. I never met a stranger. And you all deserve to hear these stories because I just feel like my story may not resonate with you, but one of theirs may. They might, and it may be that person that's on the edge that I can't reach right now, but that person can. And I want to be that vessel. I want to be that vehicle. I want to be that wire, that hand that reaches when everybody else turned away. So, if you like what you've heard, whether you're watching this on a replay on Facebook, or if you're on the Gifted Exchange on YouTube. If this is YouTube, please subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Helps the channel grow. Share with one friend, 2 friends. Share with all of them. And for those that are here now, I appreciate you yet again. I know it is late. Thank you for joining me. And somehow I don't think this is going to be the last time. So, I guess before I close it out, anybody got any final questions? Anything they want to say? Oh, you don't have to thank me for that, Danny. Thank you for being who you are. I can't be anybody else. Honestly. I don't know how to be anyone else but me. Love me or hate me. Just know that I'm going to love you anyway. In a proper way. Let me make sure I throw that out there. Babe, if you're watching this, you understand what I'm saying. If you have a wife, you definitely understand. I'm not sure if it works the same way for husbands. I know I was told that young ladies can be savages. But we can save that for another live. Oh man, let me go clean up the kitchen, get everything nice for the missus, and probably go read Think and Grow Rich before I go to bed. Which is a great book, by the way. It says my battery is at 15%. So if you have my info, drop some in my inbox. If not, peace.